Lovecraft AI comedy. The Chronicles of Elder Slam in the Cthulhu Mythos, Suplexing the Unspeakable.
The Chronicles of Elder Slam in the Cthulhu Mythos, Suplexing the Unspeakable. Across the shadowed aeons of the Cthulhu Mythos, where madness lingers and sanity crumbles like wet paper, there exists one figure of defiant, radiant absurdity, Elder Slam, the cosmic wrestler. While his name is whispered in terrified awe, his legend remains unmatched, for he is the only being in existence capable of power-bombing the unspeakable horrors of the void into submission. Had the scrolls of Arlaia, circa 10,000 BCE, among the ancient texts dredged up by divers who swiftly lost their minds, the scrolls of Arlaia describe a curious event during one of Cthulhu's early awakenings. And lo, the sleeper rose, his great and terrible bulk casting a shadow over the sun itself. But from beyond the stars descended a figure, bright, garish, and muscular. With a mighty cry, he declared, "The big man's about to get body slammed back to bed!" And with hands like steel and biceps of unfathomable strength, he gripped the Dread One and delivered unto him a pile driver of infinite dimensions. Cthulhu, stunned, retreated to the depths, muttering incoherent curses about lousy suplex mechanics. The Ritual of the Slam, 12th century CE, hidden deep in the black archives of Miskatonic University, a fragment of the Book of Elder Moves recounts a bizarre story from medieval Arkham. A cult devoted to Shub-Niggurath gathered beneath a full moon, chanting for the black goat of the woods with 1,000 young to manifest. Their ceremony, though elaborate, had one fatal flaw. They mispronounced an incantation. Instead of the black goat, they summoned Elder Slam. What followed was described in the fragment. The wrestler appeared, shining with a light not of this world. His voice boomed, "Oh, you wanted 1,000 young? How about 1,000 pile drivers instead?" And so, with leg drops, power bombs, and an ungodly finishing move known only as the Moonlight Elbow, he dispatched the cultists and their malformed summoning attempt into oblivion. The sole survivor reportedly fled, babbling, "The moonsault was indescribable." The case of the Dunwich Suplex, 1928 CE, Wilbur Whatley's efforts to summon his eldritch sibling took a disastrous turn when Elder Slam intervened. Town records report hearing a deafening roar, followed by what sounded like a steel chair smashing through dimensions. Witnesses described a glowing figure performing a cosmic suplex that hurled the monstrous Whatley offspring into the upper atmosphere. Professor Armitage's notes on the incident include this peculiar entry. The entity, this wrestler, proclaimed, "Get off my planet!" before vanishing into thin air. Truly a force of unknowable charisma and devastating dropkicks. The battle at Innsmouth, 1931 CE. When federal agents raided the seaside town of Innsmouth, they were not prepared for what they found. Deep beneath the esoteric order of Dagon's temple, in a room flooded with seawater, the cult had successfully summoned Father Dagon and Mother Hydra. But before the Deep Ones could celebrate, the tides shifted, literally, as Elder Slam arrived in a whirlpool of cosmic energy. Eyewitness accounts from surviving agents claim he stood atop a turnbuckle made of coral, shouting, "The Slam tide is rising!" With a thunderous leap, he launched into the Hydra splash, flattening the massive creature. Dagon himself attempted a counterattack, but was defeated by a fisherman's suplex so powerful it created a minor tsunami. The Deep Ones scattered, never to return to the surface. The Slam at the Mountains of Madness, 1936 CE. During the ill-fated Miskatonic Antarctic expedition, Elder Slam made an unannounced and spectacular appearance. When the explorers accidentally woke an ancient, slumbering Shoggoth, all hope seemed lost. The amorphous horror advanced, chanting, "Tekeli-li, Tekeli-li." But then from the sky, a voice boomed, "Tekeli, lie down, boy!" Elder Slam entered the fray, his wrestling boots crunching against the icy landscape. Witnesses described his match against the Shoggoth as beyond the scope of human understanding. With moves like the polar powerbomb and the frozen figure 4 leg lock, Elder Slam banished the Shoggoth back into the dark abyss. The team's leader, William Dyer, wrote in his journal, "I saw it, a man, or perhaps a god, adorned in luminous spandex. He fought the unthinkable and emerged victorious. My sanity may be broken, but my appreciation for interdimensional wrestling will endure. The cult of the slam, modern era. Today, Elder Slam's influence continues to ripple through the mythos. Modern cultists who mistakenly summon him describe him as a nightmare for eldritch beings, but a dream come true for fans of high-octane wrestling. In fact, some scholars theorize that the Elder Gods themselves fear him. Nyarlathotep reportedly refers to Elder Slam as that loud brute with too much charisma, and Azathoth is rumored to twitch whenever anyone utters the phrase cosmic elbow. The prophecy of the final match. The Limericks, a newly discovered text, foretells a great cosmic showdown. When the stars align and chaos reigns, the wrestler eternal shall return. With suplex and slam, he will challenge the old ones in a match for the fate of all existence. And he shall proclaim, "The belt of reality is mine." Until that day, the legend of Elder Slam endures, whispered in the darkest corners of the world. For in the Cthulhu mythos, where horror reigns supreme, one truth remains. No one kicks out of Elder Slam's 3 count.
Alrighty. That was the Chronicles of Elder Slam in the Cthulhu Mythos, Suplexing the Unspeakable. This has been Joseph Arthur Roszell, thanking you for listening. Goodbye, and have a great day, night, or evening, whatever time it is for you. Thank you.